Hey mathematicians, it's Miss Flam. We are doing lesson 32, session 2. It has two cute little bunny rabbits on it, and we're on page 715 in your math books. This is all about area and perimeter. At the top it says finding an unknown side length. So you're going to have to use the sides that you do know to find the side that you don't know. Willis makes a pen for his rabbit. The pen has 6 sides. The perimeter is 10 meters. The length of 5 of the sides are 1 meter, 3 meters, 2 meters, 1 meter, and 1 meter. What is the length of the 6th side? So what I want you to do is I want you to pause this and try it on your own before I solve it with you. I want you to at least give it a shot. So pause it and jump back in. I have drawn a pen with 6 sides. It doesn't have to be the shape of mine, but this is just so you can kind of see what you're doing. So the total of all this plus this unknown side is going to equal 10 meters. So all those are going to equal 10. One way that you can do it is you can add up all of these numbers to see what you get, and then see what's missing to get you to 10. So 1 plus 1 plus 1 is 3. Actually, let's do this a different way. So I have 1 plus 3 plus 2 plus 1 plus 1. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 sides. So now I'm going to add those up. 1 plus 3 is 4. 2 plus 1 is 3. And then the 1. 4 plus 3 is 7, plus 1 is 8. So I know that 10, that's what I need to get to. 10 minus these 8 is going to tell me what that leftover is. So based off of that, I'm assuming that the leftover side is 2 meters long. Again, how I did that is I took all of these sides. S is the one that I don't know, so it would be plus S. 10 equals 1 plus 3 plus 2 plus 1 plus 1 plus S. S is this side that I don't know. 1 plus 3 is 4. 2 plus 1 is 3. I just brought this 1 down because I wasn't adding it to anything. 4 plus 3 is 7. Drop the 1 down like that rock. 7 plus 1 is 8. I know I need to find out what this S is. So 10, the total, minus the 8 equals 2. Another way that you can do this, boys and girls, is draw your model. We did this in class before. So what you would do, and I don't know if you can see because of the glare, but you're trying to find out what this side is right here. So if you draw a model and you can label all of the sides, you can figure out what that missing side is. The longest one I put is 3, and then I have 2, 1, 1, 1. And then this is the side that I need to know. I can figure out what the missing side is if I use sides that are parallel. So I know this whole length is 3. This length right here is 1, and this is what I'm missing here. So 3 minus 1 is 2. So now if I take 2 plus 1, it'll equal 3. It has to equal this length. I know from here to here is 1. So this remainder has to be 2, and that's exactly what I said down there using the different strategy. So both work, just different ways. Turn the page to page 716, and on page 716, again, there's that cute little bunny rabbit. It goes over in the blue what we just did. It has 6 sides. 10 meters is the total perimeter, that's our round. And you can see that they drew what I drew. It doesn't have to be an L. Number 1 on page 717, we're going to figure out how to do that unknown side length. Number 1, explain how you would find the perimeter of the shape if you knew all of the side lengths. So if I knew all of those lengths, what I would do is I would add them up. And I can add them up to check my answer because the opposite of addition is subtraction. Opposite of subtraction is addition. So what I could do is add these all up to see if I'm right. 3 plus 2 plus 2 plus 1 plus 1 plus 1. It should equal 10. Let's see if it does. 3 plus 2 is 5. 2 plus 1 is 3. 1 plus 1 is 2. 2 plus 3 is 5. 5 plus 5 is 10. So that way I just double checked my answers. The answer to number 1 is you would add up all of the sides to get the perimeter. So the perimeter is putting a fence around something, building a cage, putting a fence around a field. It's not the inside, it's around the outside. So number 1. Add up the lengths of the sides. I'm going to put that equals the perimeter. In my last video, I mentioned how peri means around. So hopefully perimeter will help you, that'll help you understand it a little bit better. Number 2, you know the perimeter is 10 meters. Explain how you could figure out the unknown side length. So what I did is I added up all the numbers and I subtracted it from 10. So if you know the end answer, then you could add all the sides and subtract from 10. That's how you're going to find that answer. Number 3, write an equation to find the unknown side length. Use a question mark for the number you don't know. So this is what I had done before. So an equation to find it would be 3 plus 2 plus 1 plus 1 plus 1 plus I don't know equals 10. Or you could also do 10 minus 8 equals question mark. That's another option for you if you'd rather do that. Number 4, what is the length of the 6th side? Well, you have to remember the units. The units we're dealing with are meters, so the length of the 6th side is 2 meters. Number 5, explain how an addition equation can help you find the perimeter of a shape. So the perimeter is, if you add all the sides, the perimeter is the sum of those sides. So sum is the answer when you're adding. So add all the sides, the sum equals the perimeter. Cool? And number 6 is a reflection. So you're just going to write, do you like to draw a model or do you want to do an equation? So is it easier for you to do this and have a really good visual, or is it easier for you to do the 10 minus 8 equals 2 or 3 plus 2 plus 1 plus 1 plus 1 plus question mark equals 10. So you're going to put your own answer down there for reflect. When you are ready, please turn the page to page 718. You'll see a kite on this page. Number 7, Jordan has a kite with 4 sides. 2 of the sides are 8 inches long. 2 of the sides are 12 inches long. What is the perimeter of the kite? So when you are finding the perimeter of most, and you know that 2 are 8 and 2 are a different length, you can use multiplication. In this chapter, you'll see where you have kind of an array, or not this chapter, but this session, you'll see where you have an array and, or excuse me, that's coming up, but you'll be able to use that to help you to solve these questions. So Jordan has a kite with 4 sides. 2 of the sides are 8 inches long. 2 of the sides are 12 inches long. What is the perimeter? So we're going to do 2 of the sides are 8 inches long. So you could either do 8 plus 8, and the other 12, 12 plus 12. So either you could do this, or you can do multiplication. I have 2 groups of 8, 2 groups of 12. So 2 groups of 8, 2 groups of 12. Because you have a kite, 12 and 12, 8 and 8. This is the shape that I'm drawing. So I can do it either way, whatever one works for you. 8 plus 8 is 16. 12 plus 12 is 24. Here I have 2 times 8 is 16. 2 times 12 is 24. 6 plus 4 is 10, so I have 0 ones. 1 group of 10. 1 plus 1 plus 2 is 4. So the perimeter is 40, and it's inches. So this is where multiplication comes into play. Multiplication is repeated addition. So instead of adding, I'm going to multiply. Okay? Now, number 8. The perimeter of this shape is 18 feet. What is the unknown side length? This is where you are going to add up the sides and then subtract from the total perimeter. So you have 3 plus 4 plus 6 plus question mark is, we don't know. So I'm going to add up all the sides. We know it needs to equal 18. 3 plus 4 plus 6 plus question mark equals 18. So 3 plus 4 is 7. 7, I'm going to drop that down like a rock. The 6 comes down. 7 plus 6 is 13. So 13 plus question mark equals 18. I need to figure out what I jump from 13. So 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 5. So the other side is 5. I could also do 18 minus 13, and I get 5. Because addition and subtraction are opposites. So this is how I figured it out, 2 different ways. Okay, and one thing I forgot is the units. So it's 5 feet. So you need to make sure you put those down there. Number 9, Hannah forms 34 inches of wire into a shape of a 5-sided house. 2 of the sides are 5 inches long and 2 are 7 inches long. How long is the last side? So again, I have 2 groups. Even though it's 5 sides, I know that 2 are the same and another 2 are the same, and then there's one that is different. So I'm trying to get to 34 and 5 and 7. So I can again do 5 plus 5, or 7 plus 7. 5 plus 5 is 10. 7 plus 7 is 14. I could do multiplication if I wanted to. I have 2 groups of 5, which is 10. I have 2 groups of 7, which is 14. If I add 10 plus 14, hopefully you know that is 24 right away. I'm not trying to get to 24, I have one more side. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take 34, which is the total perimeter, 34, and I'm gonna subtract 24. 4 minus 4 is 0, 3 minus 2 is 1. I know now that other side is 10. If I wanted to check, and it's inches, if I wanted to check my work, I could do 5 plus 5 plus 7 plus 7 plus 10, and I would get 34. I can also add 10 back in, and I should get 34, and I do. So those are ways to check your work. That missing side is 10 inches long. Okay, it looks like an M. Okay. The next page is 719, And page 719 is the practice, finding that unknown side length. So I'm going to erase this to show you how to do those pages. I'm on page 719, and you have a model, and then you also have the equations. So I want you to really push yourself and think which one is easier for you as you progress through this. Number one, write an equation to find the perimeter of this rectangle. So number one is right here, and they drew it for you. So the equation that they want you to find is adding up all those sides. So your equation is 3 plus 4 plus 3 plus 4, or 3 plus 3 plus 4 plus 4. 3 plus 3 plus 4 plus 4. It says write an equation. You don't have to, to find the perimeter. So we'll write an equation to find it. Let's go ahead and solve it anyway. So 3 plus 3 is 6. 4 plus 4 is 8. 8 plus 6 is 14. You need to draw the units, and it's meters. This is problem number 1. Problem number 2 says the perimeter of this triangle is 12 feet. So we're going to do it equals 12 feet. How can you find the unknown side length? What is the length? And you have 3 plus 5 plus, I don't know. Well, 3 plus 5 is 8. This drops down like a rock. 8 plus blank equals 12. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So it is 4 feet, that missing side. That's one way to do it. Another is do 12 minus 8 equals 4. I could also do 4 plus 5 plus 3, and I should get 12. Feel free to watch these over and over and over again if they're not making sense or if I'm going too fast. Number 3 on page 718, a square has a perimeter of 20 inches. Explain how to find the length of each side. So a square has a perimeter, pretend that's a perfect square, of 20. You know a square is a quadrilateral. It has 4 sides. So really what you're going to do is say 20 divided by 4. They're all equal, so it will make equal groups. You can do 20 divided by 4, and hopefully you remember from your math facts that 20 divided by 4, if you don't know that, you could turn it into a multiplication. 4 times blank equals 20. 20 divided by 4 is 5. 4 times 5 is 20. So I know each one of these is 5. 5 what? 5 inches. And then if I check it, I can count by 5s. 5, 10, 15, 20. Now I know that each side is in fact 5 inches long. If it's a perfect square, they're all going to be the same length. So if you know the perimeter is 20, divide it by the number of sides, and you should find your answer. That is page 719. Page 720 has a lot of fun problems. Number 4 says, Lorenzo knows that the perimeter of his trapezoid is 18 centimeters. Show how to find the length of the top side. Write the length in the blanks. So he has a trapezoid with 3 on each side, 8 on the bottom, and you have to find the top. So the perimeter is 18 centimeters. So this is problem number 4. So it's 3 plus 8 plus, we don't know, equals 18. So 3 plus 3 is 6. 6 plus 8 is 14. So it turns into 14 plus blank equals 18. I'm going to flip that into a subtraction equation, and now I know that it's 4. So 3 plus 3 is 6. 6 plus 8 is 14. So it becomes 14 plus question mark equals 18. 18, I just flipped it into a subtraction equation. 18 minus the shape I don't know is 14. Well, I know that the question mark must be 4, and it's 4. Gosh, I'm sorry, friends. That scared me. That was my garage door opening. I know it is 4 centimeters. Hi, do you want to come say hi? I'm just doing a math lesson. So Josiah and Mia just got home. Yeah. Yeah, she says yeah. Okay. Maybe not, just because then she'll start crying. Number 5, Nadia makes the sign for her bedroom door. She wants to put a ribbon border around all the edges of the sign. She has 12 inches of ribbon. Is this enough? So we're going to find out if that is enough. We have 5. So we have number 5 has 2 plus 2, because the ends point to it. 2 plus 2 plus 2 plus 2 for the other sides, plus 5 plus 5. So 2 plus 2 is 4, plus this is 4, plus 5 plus 5 is 10. So I know 4 plus 4 is 8. 8 plus 10 is 18. So this shape is 18 inches, and she has 12 inches. So no, she doesn't have enough. Number 6. I hope you understood how I got that. If not, again, watch it or message me and I'm happy to explain it to you. Number 6, the perimeter of this shape is 20 feet. Show how to find the unknown side length. So this is one of those cool ones that has a side that's missing. So you can do it one of 2 ways. One, you can use the numbers and write an equation. Another way that you could do it is by figuring out this drawing. So I'll go ahead and draw it now so we can do both together because it's really fun. So again, pretend it's to scale. This is 3 feet, 3 feet. This is 6 feet, 3 feet. This is 1 foot. This is 1 foot. This is the one we don't know, and this is 1 foot. So first to use the model, and the perimeter is 20 feet. First to use the perimeter, I know this is 6. So this whole distance here has to equal 6. So 3 plus 1 is 4. 6 minus 4 equals 2. So just using a drawing, I think this is 2 feet. But let's find out for sure using an equation. So the equation I would draw to do it the other way is 6 plus 3 plus 3 plus 3. There's 3 groups of 3 plus 1 plus 1 plus 1 plus, I don't know, equals 20. 6 plus 3 is 9. 3 plus 3 is, oops, I almost wrote 9. 6. 1 plus 1 is 2. And then I have this left over 1. So 9 plus 6 is 15 plus this 2. Oh, 9 plus 6 is 15. Then I'm going to take 2 plus 1 is 3. And then I'm going to drop this question mark down, equals 20. So 15 plus 3 is 18, plus question mark equals 20. I know that 18, 19, 20 gets me. So now I know it is 2 feet. So there it is, boys and girls. I used both. I used a model and I used an equation to solve that problem. So use whichever one works better for you. Also, another idea is that you could do it one way, like I did. I used the model, and then you can double check your work, make sure you got the correct answer using the equation. Both are totally fine. We have 2 more problems to go, and then we are done with this lesson. So problem number 7 is at the bottom of that page. And again, feel free to pause this, rewind, watch it over and over again. That's why I make these videos, so you guys can have my help whenever you need it. Okay. All right. So number 7, Jeff has a garden in the shape of a hexagon. A hexagon has 6 sides. Each of the 6 sides of the hexagon is 6 feet long. What is the perimeter of the garden? Well, you have 6 groups of 6. So you could do repeated addition, which would be this one is 6, 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 this one is 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That takes a long time to add those up. That's why we, instead of using repeated addition, we do multiplication. I have 6 groups of 6. 6 times 6 is 36. So the perimeter of the garden is 36 feet. That's number 7. Awesome job. One more to go. You've got this. Nice work, friends. Number 8. A rectangle has 2 sides that are each 6 centimeters. 2 centimeters. 2 centimeters. The perimeter is 22. Oh, excuse me. A rectangle has 2 sides that are 6 centimeters long. Actually, only 6 centimeters long. The perimeter is 22 centimeters. How long are the other 2 sides? So if this is 6 centimeters and this is 6 centimeters, 6 plus 6 is 12. And I'm trying to get to, I think it said 20. Oh, I'm reading number 7 again. Oh, the perimeter is 22. So it's 22 minus 12. We can stack that. 22 minus 12 is 10. Well, I have 10 centimeters to break up between here and here. So if I take 10 and I break it in half, I divide it by 2. 10 divided by 2 is 5. If you don't know, you can double check with multiplication. 5 times 2 is 10. So now I know this one is 5 and that one is 5. Now again, if I add all the sides of the perimeter, I should get 22. 5 plus 5 is 10. 6 plus 6 is 12. 10 plus 12 is 22. I'll move out of the way so you can see that. So the other 2 sides are both 5 centimeters long. I hope that makes sense. Thanks a lot, boys and girls. I'm so proud of you. Keep up the good work.